I'm gonna be talking to you about the Vibo barefoot shoe. Why I bought them, the things that I like, and the things that I don't like. So I've had these shoes for about a couple of months. Starting with the ordering process wasn't so easy because running stores don't carry this type of shoes. I had to go directly to the website. I checked on a couple of big running stores in Los Angeles and they didn't have any in person. I wanted to try them on before ordering them because I haven't bought this style of shoe ever, so it's better to try something on before buying it, right? Especially with footwear. But they come from the Netherlands or Belgium, I'm not really sure if I remember correctly, but it's been a couple of months, so it's a little hard to remember where they came from. But I do remember that they estimated about 10 business day delivery. They came a little faster, I think in around 8. The problem that I encountered with that, well, first of all, the weight, which is fine, right? First world problems. They ran extremely large. They looked like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons, but these ones were like just way bigger. I am size 12 and a half. I ordered what would be the equivalent of 12 and a half on their website, and when I saw them I was like, these are like 16. They were just like, so like there's no chance to even give them a try, because especially if you're very active, shoes change a little bit after you try them for a few days. If you wear thicker socks, all those little things that you want to figure out about your shoes. I was like, I can't even try them because they're just so large. So I sent them. Now another however many days I have to find a DHL shipping place. I didn't have to pay for the shipping back, but it's just like an extra step, so if you're busy, you have to find a place to go now instead of a store. So what I did after that is that I went to REI and I ordered them through their website, but then I was like, well, at least I'm gonna have it delivered to the store. I'll go into the store and then try it on before I walk out of the store, and if they're still too big, then I can just leave them at the store and then keep on going. So after my second attempt, I got what it's the 45 size. It says right here European. I think that's 11. If I remember correctly, I'll look it up, but I just don't know on top of my head what 45 is. But they still ran a little bit bigger than I would like to, but I was like, this will do. I'm not waiting. Now we're talking into like about 2 weeks to actually start wearing this shoe. I'm like, these will do. I'll just wear thicker socks. So that is just not a fun experience when it comes to buying a shoe, right? But it is what it is, right? So that's one of the things that I don't like about them. The second, the size. Third is the price. The first shoe that I ordered came at $190. That's too much for a shoe, I think. And I really like that model because he had that grip that it's more useful when it comes to hiking, I think, and just to have a better grip. As you can tell, this one is a little bit not super grippy looking, not super rugged on the bottom of the shoe. So that's another thing that I did not like, the price point. I think I would be very happy if they were like on the $100 range, but let's just say that they're high quality. Let's just say that they're gonna last a long time. And let's just say that they don't use child labor. I don't know, I hope not. And they use some recyclable materials, as you can tell right here. But it's still like 170 to me, it's too much. What can you do? Everything's super expensive nowadays. So that's another thing that I did not like. The one thing that I'm like not sure is that if you're, and this is just comes with this type of shoe, I think, is that if the ground is cold, then your feet will be cold, because it's basically like being barefoot. You're just having an extra layer of protection between your feet and the ground. So if it's cold, if it's wet, your feet are gonna get wet. If you can see right here, it's not that much thickness on the sole between your foot and the ground. So you have, places like the Midwest where it snows or where there is constant rain. This shoe is just not going to be for that. It's going to be mainly for gym purposes. Now I'm going to tell you about why I bought this. Basically, I have a video about it. You can see about the Hoka hiking shoes. And I love those shoes. They're so comfortable. They're like walking on a cloud. And you can see the video and the things that I don't like and like about that style of shoe. But what happened is that I started having knee pain because I'm on my feet. I have a very physical job and I'm constantly on my feet every day. So I started having knee pain. I worked with a trainer on a session, and then she looked at my Hoka 5-inch sole shoe, and then she's immediately like, get rid of that like right away. And I was like, why? And she's like, because your feet are supposed to be doing the work. Your ankle has to stabilize your feet for you, and all that work is taken away with a thick sole. The sole is doing the work for you. That's why they're comfortable, but you want to have strong feet, strong ankles, and all of that translates to your entire body, which makes sense because this is back in the day in Wisconsin. I was having knee pain, same right leg. My friend, who was a personal trainer and a massage therapist, gave me a massage, and then he looked at my leg and he's like, you're literally missing muscle mass on your right leg. I can see it. And I was like, let's train. So we started just doing legs twice a week. This is about 15 years ago. We were doing all these leg exercises, dog walks, lunges, squats, running up the stairs. He said, you need shoes that are very stable. So I bought the Saucony running shoes. They were great. But then he recommended trying those barefoot shoes, the ones with the 5 toes, and they look hideous. Everyone made fun of me. They just came out, but they were very popular. And I noticed the difference on the stability that my legs had right away. I built the muscle mass, knee pain gone. This is going back to 15 years ago. And now when the trainer said that, I was like, I can't believe I forgot about that knee pain situation. So what you're saying makes sense. So that's why I bought this, because I am on my feet a lot and I needed to stay strong with my legs. The things that I really like about this shoe is how light they are. They like wear almost nothing. I like that they come in this style of shoe instead of the 5-toe monkey looking feet. This looks a little bit better, right? I mean, they're not super stylish. They're not like fashionable, but I think they look better. I love this airflow. I don't know if you can tell, but airflow right here, airflow right here, airflow in the back. So with that, what happens is that the feet stay pretty dry for most of the part, and that means my feet don't really stink like with the Hoka ones. Those, I tried everything possible to get rid of stinky feet. Nothing did. I would wash the shoe with bleach, with OxiClean, and just didn't do it. These ones, I now come home, I spray with like an antibacterial spray and just let them dry, and they don't ever smell. And my wife really appreciates it. So it's not that it was my feet, it was just the shoe, you know. Another thing that I love is that you can just literally throw this in the washer, and I put them in a gentle cycle and then just air dry them. I do that every 2 weeks. So far I think I've done it like twice. They still clean. Right now they're not very clean because I just went on a hike. So this is the first time that I'm gonna be hiking using these barefoot shoes. It's gonna be a little muddy. It's not a crazy hike, but it will be a good test. Super muddy, and these shoes have like no grip, and yeah, these shoes are definitely not for sliding. So for mud, definitely not, but not too bad either. I mean, the water can get through the shoe very easily, and the grip is like non-existent. But it feels kind of nice to be in touch with the little rougher terrain. You're definitely more connected to it, and you definitely feel the rocks on the bottom of your feet. Something about hiking shoes that I think it's why hiking shoes are important is this. Look at this. And look at this. If you twist it with a rock, not good for your ankle. You can mess it up, and hiking boots definitely protect that. So I'm not planning on going on crazy hikes with these shoes, but I think it's just nice to be able to do some walking on terrains that we're always used to wearing shoes with, something that feels more connected to the ground. So it's getting dark, the sun is already down, golden hour, so I'll just tell you my final thoughts of hiking with these shoes. It's fine. I wouldn't go on like some crazy rocky terrain with this, but for your standard hike, totally fine. It's just gonna take a little bit of getting used to it, but overall, love the feeling of the contact with the ground. One more thing I wanted to say is that I actually really enjoy the feeling of stepping on like rocks with these barefoot shoes. Is like reflexology, it's like a foot massage, as weird as that sounds. It just, I don't know, my weight on my feet on these rocks feels just like good, you know. It's like a foot massage. And then also I was thinking about all the work that my ankles have to be doing to stabilize on that terrain. It's a lot more than usual, you know. So I think it has to be good for you, right? I love the difference that it has been making on my workouts. I've been doing lunges and leg workouts, and it's just great. And for my work, I use my shoes for working out and for work. That's the rule of thumb that I have when it comes to active footwear. And so far, they're staying strong. Like the materials seem to be, you know, holding it together because I use them a ton. With starting with a shoe like this, you're not gonna be able to just transition from a regular shoe into this, because we're used to wearing cushiony footwear for our lives, right? So all of a sudden we go barefoot, you're gonna have a little bit of ankle pain, maybe a little bit of knee pain. I was having a little bit of low back pain. I wasn't putting it together, but now I was like, well, so it takes some use to it. Same with walking, same with hiking. Another thing that I like is that, you know, you can wear them for summer, like just style them a little bit better than those 5-toe shoes, and I think they look okay. As I said, not for going out for dinner or on a date, or, you know, I mean, if you want, right? We're in the States, the place that fashion is not that serious, so we're all more about comfort. So overall, I love this shoe. If you're thinking about trying it, just keep in mind that they're gonna be pretty large. I would honestly consider like 2 sizes down from what you're used to, what your regular size is, and I think you're gonna love this. I mean, I'm always willing to try new brands. I'm not like super loyal to one brand, but so far I recommend this shoe. So if you're thinking about them, give them a try. I think your body will benefit from it, and I think eventually they actually become comfortable to the point where switching back to regular shoes is not very an option. Like, for example, I like to wear Dr. Martens. They look cool. I should make a video about that. They're the worst shoes now. I think they're so uncomfortable. That's another video. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this shoe. Give it a try, and thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. All right, see you soon.